When I was in Europe, I found in Munich, in one of the bombed out houses, I found the complete set of heroic records, and I couldn't play it back. So I used the earphone and attached the needle to the earphone and made the pickup from it. And I played all the heroic records. So that was my extent of my knowledge of disc recording at that time. And now, in '56, I was able to really get deep into disc recording by learning firsthand what it takes to play back a record and to cut the record. Anybody who is familiar with the Miller cut-ahead, it's a very intricate transducer because it has to be tuned very precisely in order to get good performance. There were reeds in the back which had to be dampened properly in order to take out the original peaks and so forth. And I started working with it with the Budmaev pickup system, which was RF system that was picking up the vibration of the stylus. And I started working with this cut-ahead, and we actually, for Italy, we shipped about 100 of these cut-aheads. We finally made them. At that point, Fairchild Recording Equipment Company was producing preamplifiers, tone arms, turntables, cartridges, phonograph cartridges, and I got involved in this. And it was very interesting because it was something new to me, because I was mostly working with the tape recorders and with tape rather than the disc recording. Fairchild in those days, we came up with the reverberation spring system based on the Hammond organ delay lines, which they had originally in the organ, but we used it for the sound recording. And by using special techniques of compressing and expanding sound coming from the reverb from the springs, we were able to delay or shorten the reverb time of the sound. Ray Narma, to give him credit, he was the designer of this limiter, and we produced this limiter. It was a very a nicely built limiter based on the variable mu tubes, 4 tubes in the control circuit, which was used worldwide. As a matter of fact, when I was in England in the Abbey Road studios, the first thing I saw was 670 limiters sitting there. And many other places around the world that I visited had 670 limiters, which we manufactured. It was a brute force limiter compressor, if you will, with a very mild effect, but a very positive effect. It really was very fast because it used power tubes to drive the control voltages. That's something that some of the cheaper limiters could not achieve. It was very fast, in a microsecond range. So therefore, it was very useful not only for sound recording, but also in broadcasting. To make the long story short, at that point, I spent 20 years with Fairchild. 20 years. In those 20 years, I went from a regular junior engineer to a chief engineer, a vice president of the company, and then when Don Plunkett left, I was able to actually run the company until Sherman Fairchild passed away. I think that it's important to mention Sherman Fairchild, who was a benefactor in many ways. He would support a lot of research and development in our industry.